Welcome to Miss China Review Podcast. On today's episode, we're going to dig into Love Island Season 7. I know you all been watching, so stay tuned for this review.
Seeing what America sees and seeing the way each person has, moved in here when they got in here is a super hard decision to make.
Now,
Okay, people, so let's get right into this review. So let me just start this off by saying thank you guys for joining. This is my first review on Love Island. Even though I watch all the Love Islands, the UK, the US, I am feeling the US right now the most. We have UK that's on right now, but I watch their episodes here and there. But the US is really popping off. Aside from last night's episode, but I'll get into that. So before I like this episode, I would like for you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so let's dig right in. Now, I want to go over the current couples before last night's dumping, right? The viewers' votes, whatever. So we had Shelly and Ace, Nick and Tiara, Orlandia and Taylor, and then also Pepe and Hannah. Mind you, people, that is the only actual couples right now, right? So we got Jeremiah was with Iris, right? I'm sorry, it still was Jeremiah Iris, but they just kind of connected just to be connected, and I enjoyed their connection, but not in a romantic way, as friends, right? Now, I believe, forget about what happened in the episode at this point, because last night's episode was really based off the recoupling, right? The dumping, right? My thing is, people, as long as I've been watching Love Island, correct me if I'm wrong, why didn't they let the bombshells choose first? Why do they have 7 single people going to Casa Amor? That's all I want to know. I'm not even going to dig into the whole episode last night because it was very unfair. It was wrong. And production knew what they were going to do. They left the dumping up to the girls for the girls and the guys for the guys. Why would they do that? Why would they not let the girls decide on the men? Just to be fair, because the men and the women are going to be biased to who they like the most, right? So if the girls eliminate the girls, they're going to be biased and go for the people that they like the most. It's about Friendship Island on there. Like Amaya said, this is not Friendship Island. They all thinking about their connections in their friendships. They don't care about people that have connections. Right? So if production now says, let's leave it up to the islanders to vote on who leaves, why is... Because they didn't like him. So yeah, it's not... I don't understand why people really would actually think that production wasn't behind last night's dumping. Again, people, there's no way 3 people should have been standing up there at the end of last night's episode. 3 people, America voted, and instead of 2 people being down there, which made sense, only 1 person was going home. So why is it 3 people standing up there? Even with the girls, why was Hannah, Iris, and Amaya standing up there? Somebody should have sat down, and it should have only been 2 people up there. Well, 4 people, 2 girls and 2 boys, and then let them decide who goes home. Why is it 3 people up there? You know why? Because they knew the boys would get rid of Jeremiah, and production didn't want to make it look like anything. Ain't no way Jeremiah didn't get more votes than Pepe and Austin. No way. They played that boy to the fullest. I don't know if they got something else in store for Jeremiah, or if they wanted the pity party for Jeremiah and bring him back. I don't know what they wanted to do, but they knew that Jeremiah had a connection, but they knew that if they left it up to the boys to pick the boys, they was going to pick Jeremiah. I know for a fact the production knew that. That was some bullshit. I couldn't, after that, I didn't even want to watch the show, people. I'm just planning on watching reviews and recaps from, my YouTube people that I follow online. Yeah, no, that was some bullshit right there. That was some bullshit. I don't care what nobody say. Ace is a hater, and he seen Jeremiah as a competition, and he did not want him to say. He did not want him to say at all. Because if he would have let him stay, if they wasn't able to get him out right now, there would have been no way to get him out. Because they was going to Casa Amor. So it was no more. After that, the next dumping would have probably been the girls picking the boys. It wouldn't have been up to them. So I'm pissed off that happened last night. But as far as the rest of the episode goes, Nick gonna do this phony, oh, you're my best friend, bro. No, you're not. How you let your best friend go home? How'd you do that? How'd you decided with other people that's not your real friends, right? Your best friend on an island, you agreed for him to go home? And then on top of that, we don't even see the conversation between the girls and the guys on why they went home. Nick could not tell Jeremiah why they chose him. He just was like, yeah, man, it was just based off of, everything that happened. What happened? What did Jeremiah do? Jeremiah knew it was hate. That's why he kept... Jeremiah knew it was hate. That hate. That's why he was calm, cool, and collected when he left. He knew what it was. He was like, yeah, these niggas hate it. They didn't want to see me shine. They seen him with the new girl. She's beautiful, and they want their chance. And I guarantee you, if Ace comes back from Casa Amor with nobody, he still want to get with somebody. He still want to do it. He still want to make Shelly look stupid. Orlandia and Talia still want to be faking it because they want to win. Because Orlandia is not going to get with anybody in Casa Amor. She's not. She's not. She's not going to do it. She's not going to get with anybody in Casa Amor. I guarantee you. She's not. Because she see her and Taylor as winning, because now that she know the viewers voted him in, it's like, okay, yeah, it's what I thought. We gonna win this. They don't want each other. None of them. Shelly is 27 years old. Ace is 22. I'm gonna need for you to stop playing. No. No. Shelly is not going to want Ace. Ace is not going to want Shelly long term. That's not happening. Y'all could keep looking at them and being mesmerized and they so into each other. Yes, they have chemistry, but they're not going to stay together. Ace is going to play with this girl before the end of this season. What we got? How many episodes we got of Love Island USA? We're probably going to have like 20-something episodes or maybe 30-something. So we like halfway there. He's going to play with these girls, with these Casa Amor. He's going to play with Shelly with these Casa Amor girls, or he's going to go after Huda or Andrina. That's what he's going to do. And Shelly's going to get the boot. Shelly's going home before the end of the season. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but yeah, she is. Because Ace is going to play with her, and she's going to be stuck on him thinking that they're mom and dad of the villa. Man, I can't. I don't know what to say about this bullshit, but anyway, this was some bull crap last night. Now, I believe that if I had to say the whole situation with Huda, I feel like Huda is a little bit redeeming herself. I'm not gonna lie. People, I really feel like she is. But I feel like as far as her connecting with somebody, everybody already seen her spaz out. All the men that are coming there seen Huda, how the way she treated Jeremiah. So at this point for Huda, people are side-eyeing her. Yeah, she beautiful. She got a bad body. But yeah, I don't know. Because she seemed like she just goes off the handle where she get too connected too fast. And men don't like that. Men don't like you getting connected too fast before them. Huda feels like she's beautiful and she's expecting everybody to want her. That is the problem right there. Just because you're beautiful doesn't mean everybody is going to want you, honey. She had a conversation with TJ last night, and TJ kind of just pulled her over because he wanted to let her know that he doesn't see a physical connection between them two, because clearly TJ, she's not his type. TJ want a white girl. Come on. or I mean, I know he's pretending to be into Sierra, but yeah, I don't know about that either. I think he's into Iris, okay? But he kindly let Huda know, listen, I don't see a romantic connection here, but a friendship I do see. Huda was surprised. Huda's like, oh, because I'm used to men being obsessed with me, but I can understand Huda. What, girl? Some people base their connection off a personality, believe it or not. So if I see on Love Island before I get there how you carried on, girl, no. We're not about to have a conversation at all because I already know how you're going to give it up, right? So Huda opportunity may be in Casa Amor and it may not. Huda may be the next girl going home, okay? Because I don't know if the guys are really going to I know they're going to be attracted to her clearly, but are they going to really choose her in the end? I don't know. I don't really think so. And I think production rather seen Huda there making a connection to Jeremiah for some apparent reason. I never thought Jeremiah was scamming anything. I think that when he came in, he's the type of person that goes by, if he see you and he's attracted to you, that's what he's going to latch on to. But there was nothing wrong with that. Yeah, maybe he should have explored a little bit more. But come on, people. He decided the boys went in his head, had him thinking he was doing something wrong. He turns around and says, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have rushed into this. He even explained to her that maybe they should be friends. He did not want to stop talking to her. When he was talking to Huda and explaining things to Huda, she was taking it in the wrong way. She would grab the little thing he said and ran with it. Oh, he said he doesn't want me. He said this is what made him get tired of Huda. Because it's like, girl, you're not listening. You're not listening to understand what I'm saying. You listening to defend yourself or defend your ego. Like, come on, stop. That boy was done very wrong. I don't think Jeremiah was in love bombing. That was Ace convincing people he was love bombing because normally people have a connection at the very beginning. What is wrong with that? Last season, you had, what's the white girl name and the black, Aaron and Caitlyn or whatever her name, they locked in early. The rest of the Islanders wasn't focused on them until the very end when Caitlyn started always crying or whatever the case may be. But they wasn't locked in like Ace was locked in from the very beginning with Jeremiah. You know why? Because Ace wanted Huda. Ace did not want Shelly in the beginning. He figured towards the end, maybe I'll get to know Shelly while I get Huda. Because if it was up to the guys, Ace would have definitely chose Huda. I guarantee you. Because that's what he's into. That's his preference. Girls that look like that. I'm not saying he don't like black women, but yeah, top preference is Huda type. Is it Andrina type? You didn't see Ace go to Adriana? He hasn't really approached her or tried to talk to her yet. You know why? Because he knew Jeremiah was in the way and he didn't want to look a certain way to Shelly because he now chose her. How many times he said, oh, it's too early. It's too early. It's too early for him too. He latched on to Shelly now because he's thinking, oh, okay, yeah, me and her could win this possibly. Now we could get together on his time. Come on, man. This boy messed up that whole episode by hating because he don't want the competition in there. He want to be the one that women look at and be like, oh, yeah, because he's about the second cutest one there. Third, matter of fact, because you had Jeremiah, Nick, and then him. He was hating on that. People, and that was very unfair. I didn't like what they did last night. I didn't like what they did to Jeremiah. I didn't understand why people didn't see that Jeremiah was really not a bad guy. Jeremiah wear his emotions on his sleeve, and if he was attracted to you, that's what he was going for. Ace wanna entertain everybody that come in. Okay, do that, but be respectful. Ace wasn't even respectful to Shelly. He didn't even choose her when it was time to choose her. So why would Shelly think that Ace is so solid? She already know he flip-flops. Her and Orlandia knows that, but they're going to play this game to the bitter end. So I don't know, people, what's going to happen with that situation. Tonight they go to Casa Amor, and I believe that Shelly and Orlandia is going to continue to play the game, and they are going to come back single. They are not going to come back with anybody because they already feel like they can win this, right? I think that they're going to look like they're going to have a connection with somebody, but they are not going to bring anybody back. The people I think that's going to bring someone back is Huda, Andrea, probably Amaya, I'm not sure, Iris, and missing someone, Iris, and I'm thinking maybe Sierra might switch because Nick is too wishy-washy. Okay, so I'm thinking she might switch. As far as the guys tonight, I feel like Ace is going to come back. He's going to have a connection with somebody there, but he's not going to bring them back. What's going to happen is Shelly's going to see everything on movie night, and that's going to cause the rift between him and her. I think that Taylor, nobody's probably going to want Taylor. Not that Taylor's a bad-looking guy, but come on, people. Taylor is so corny. Like, it's not given for me. I think Orlandia is going to interact with somebody in Casa Amor, but she's not going to bring back anybody. I think the only chance of somebody bringing back somebody is Nick may bring back somebody else, and Sierra may bring back somebody else. And you know, Ace will definitely be over there hyping up the boys to bring back somebody different so he could wipe them out the competition too. Let's just be real. Ace is there to win the game. He is not there for love, people. He's only 22 years old. He's not there to find a real connection. He's pretending. Trust me, he definitely is. So we'll see tonight what happens on Casa Amor. Hopefully, Huda may find somebody. Andrea, I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Andrana. I think maybe she may find somebody, but I don't know, because I feel like the chemistry with her and Jeremiah was the best. So I have to see with these Casa Amor guys what happened. And I think Huda may resort back to her old ways once she gets a connection with somebody else. If they try to play her, I think we'll see the same Huda. I don't think she has changed, even though I don't mind Huda being on the show, but I don't think Huda has changed. But let's see what happens tonight, people. Stay tuned for my review, my podcast review on Love Island episode 19, which I'll be covering the next day, not tonight. Tomorrow, like around, I want to say I will definitely post like around 12 o'clock or maybe a little bit later. So on my reviews on this podcast channel, I'll do the next day after the episode, because the episode comes on tonight at 9. So stay tuned, people. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.